morning everyone.
Good morning.
Welcome po sa DPWH Sorsogon 2nd, Payawin Gubat, Sorsogon. Today is March 31, 2026. Scheduled for today's opening of bids for the contracts 25FL 0126, Construction of School Building, Buhang National High School, Municipality of Bulusan, Province of Sorsogon, San Vicente, Buhang, Bulusan, Sorsogon. 25FL 0130, Construction of Multipurpose Building, Covered Court at Barangay Calayuan, Matnog, Sorsogon, Barangay Calayuan, Matnog, Sorsogon. 25FL 0133, Construction of Multipurpose Building, Sorsogon State University, Bulan Campus, Bulan, Sorsogon, Bulan, Sorsogon. 26FL 0002, Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Asset Preservation Program, Preventive Maintenance, Secondary Roads, Gaten, Bulan Airport Road, Bulan, Sorsogon. And RFQ 2026-03-018, Supply and Delivery and Installation of Television 65-inch Smart TV, DPWH Sorsogon 2nd PDS. RFQ 2026-03-020, Supply and Delivery of Protective Clothing and Accessories with DPWH logo for RBAA, DPWH Sorsogon 2nd PDS. RFQ 2026-03-021, Supply and Delivery of ABR and Voltage Surge Power on Delay, DPWH Sorsogon 2nd PDS. RFQ 2026-03-022, Supply and Delivery of Tech Pen, Multi-Mark Overhead Permanent Marker, and Measuring Tape, Sorsogon 2nd District Engineering Office, PDS. Supply and Delivery of Medical Supplies, DPWH Sorsogon 2nd DEO. And RFQ 2026-03-25, Supply and Delivery of Water Dispenser and Center Table, DPWH Sorsogon 2nd DEO. Present here today for today's opening of bids are the following: Joanna C. Calados, Back Chairman. Levi D. Pura Jr., Back Vice Chairman.
Present.
Lea Ito Nalares, Back Member. Jensalu R. Alvia, Back Member. Dave Quint B. Alvia, Back DPWH. Glenn Delicio, Back Secretariat. Nathaniel B. Alegre, Back Secretariat. Ariel B. Pancho, Back Secretariat. Rebecca H. Armino, Back Secretariat. Chloe F. Baleros, DPWH. Ruby Ann Piao, Back Secretariat. Rebecca D. Labalan, Back Secretariat. Marcel D. Isico, Back Secretariat. Melody P. Navarro, Back Secretariat. Cecil D. Bulusan, Back. Madam Chair, for today's opening bids, meron na po tayo.
Okay, since a quorum was declared, this opening of bids is now called to order.
Proceed na po tayo sa ating first contract with 25FL 0126. With contract name, Construction of School Building, Buhang National High School, Municipality of Bulusan, Province of Sorsogon, Barangay San Vicente, Buhang, Bulusan, Sorsogon, with an approved budget for the contract of 19,900,000 pesos only, with a contract duration of 174 calendar days. Madam Chair, for this contract po, this back office, 0 bids manually and wala rin pong nag-submit to our electronic submission of bids. Okay, next contract po, 25FL 0130, Construction of Multipurpose Building, Covered Court at Barangay Calayuan, Matnog, Sorsogon, Barangay Calayuan, Matnog, Sorsogon, with an approved budget for the contract of 9,900,000 pesos only, with a contract duration of 200 calendar days. Madam Chair, for this contract po, this back office received 1 bid and request the back secretary to please receive the bids from the bidders. Madam Chair, ito po ang kailang bid, properly labeled, sealed, and signed. Prior po sa submission, sino-check na po ng back secretary with properly labeled, signed ang kailang bids. May request sa back secretary to please open the bids. For the records po, Madam Chair, for 25FL0130, this back office received one bid lang po from Calayuan Construction Supply. Madam Chair, proceed na po tayo sa opening ng eligibility and technical documents for 25FL0130. While we're opening the technical proposal, may request sa back secretariat to please simultaneously process the eligibility through our civil work application. Okay na po ba ang checklist natin?
Yes, po.
For infra. Calayuan Construction and Supply, Gaspi City and Bay. Bid securing declaration. Signed and notarized. PhilJAP Certificate of Registration, valid until August 12, 2026. Organizational chart for the contract, signed. Qualification of key personnel to be assigned to the contract, signed. List of contractors' key personnel to be assigned to the contract with their qualification data, signed. Letter of nominee for project manager. Project manager's certificate of employment, signed and notarized. They're nominated accredited project engineer, since this is a building po, is Engineer Amy J. Nuevo. With attached Department Order 126, Series 2024. Their nominated accredited materials engineer is Froilan O. Conmigo. With attached certificate of accreditation. List of contractors, major construction and laboratory equipment units to be assigned to the contract, signed. Supported by statement of availability of major construction equipment, signed and notarized, and proof of ownership of equipment. Meron din pong lease contract. Sworn affidavit of eligibility and beneficial ownership, signed and notarized. Affidavit of disclosure of no relations, signed and notarized. Integrity pledge, signed. List of minimum material testing equipment units to be assigned to the contract, signed with attached certificate of availability of material testing equipment, signed and notarized, with attached proof of ownership. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. Compliance with the ONI, signed and notarized. Good. May omnibus. May omnibus. Omnibus sworn statement, signed and notarized. Compliance with the ONI, signed and notarized. Statement of all ongoing government and private construction contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, signed with attached proof. List lang pala. List lang po. Statement of single largest completed contract and private construction contract which are similar in nature, signed with attached proof. Ito na po sa loob. Ano naman may silang din naman. NFCC, signed with an NFCC of 835,882,157 pesos and 39 centavos.
results for the 25 FL 0130 of Kaila Construction. Upon careful review, Kaila Construction passed the eligibility
Okay, please
and
proceed.
technical requirements.
Okay, please proceed to the opening of the financial proposal.
Financial proposal, Kaila Construction and Supply. Bid for summary bid prices, bill of quantities, detailed estimate, summary of unit prices, and cash flow. With amount, Kaila Construction Supply, 9,850,503 pesos and 32 centavos. Wala pong discount. Madam Chair, proceed na po tayo sa ating next contract scheduled for today's opening. 25 FL 10133 with contract name Construction of Multipurpose Building, Sorsogon State University-Bulan Campus, Bulan, Sorsogon, with an approved budget for the contract of 99 million pesos only, with a contract duration of 238 calendar days. Madam Chair, for this contract po, this WAC office received 0 bids manually and wala rin pong nag-submit through our electronic submission of bids. Madam Chair, proceed na po tayo sa ating next contract, 26 FL 0002, Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System, Asset Preservation Program, Preventive Maintenance Secondary Road, Gate, Bulan Airport Road, from kilometer 630 plus 525 to kilometer 631 plus 00. To kilometer 643 plus 722 to kilometer 644 plus 194 Bulan, Sorsogon. Approved budget for the contract is 15,258,820 pesos only, with a contract duration of 87 calendar days. Madam Chair, for this contract po, this back office po, wala rin pong na-receive na manually na bids, and wala rin pong nag-submit through our electronic submission of bids. For RFQ 2026-03-018, supply and delivery and installation of television 65-inch Smart TV, DPWH SSDEO, PDS. Wala rin pong nag-submit na quotation. For RFQ 2026-03-020, supply and delivery of protective clothing and accessories with DPWH logo for RBA, DPWH SSDEO, PDS. Madam Chair, wala rin pong nag-submit na RFQ. For RFQ 2026, 2023-021, supply and delivery of AVR and voltage surge power on delay, DPWH SSDEO, PDS, Barangay Sorsogon. Madam Chair, for this contract po, wala rin pong receive, wala rin po tayong na-receive na quotation. Next po. Madam Chair, for RFQ 2026-03-022, supply and delivery of tech pen, multi-mark overhead permanent marker, and measuring tape, DPWH SSDEO, DEO, PDS. Madam Chair, wala rin pong nag-submit na quotation. Madam Chair, for RFQ 2026-03-023, supply and delivery of medical supplies, DPWH Sorsogon 2nd DO. This back office will receive 3 quotations from MDF Medical Supplies and General Merchandise, Shianex Marketing, St. Joseph Drug and Medical Supply. May request sa back secretary to please open for your quotations. Makilang po, Christian and para po. 57,050. 20 calendar days. 20 po. Isa niyo yun. MDF mo ba eh? MDF. Request for quotation, small value procurement, MDF medical supplies and general merchandise, Raods Legazpi City. Build-up certificate of registration, license to operate drug distributor, FDA, DTI, Build-ups valid until February 5, 2027. DTI valid until January 5, 2028. Mayor's permit, Legazpi City, valid December 31, 2026. Tax clearance, valid until January 14, 2027.
Madam Chair, I move to declare MDF medical supplies and general merchandise non-complying non-submission of omnibus form statement.
I second the motion. When it has been moved and seconded to declare MDF medical supplies and general merchandise non-complying. Is there, are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion.
Request for quotation, small value procurement, Shianex Marketing, Bunot, Legazpi City. Build-up certificate of registration valid until March 28, 2026. Expired na.
Madam Chair, I move to declare Shanex Marketing non-complying. Philjaps registration was expired on March 28, 2026, and no omnibus statement attached.
It has been moved and seconded to declare Shanex Marketing as non-complying. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Next, bidder request for quotation, small value procurement, St. Joseph Drug and Medical Supply. Philjaps Certificate of Distribution valid until February 11, 2027. Tax clearance valid until January 16, 2027. Mayor's permit, Legazpi City valid until December 31, 2026. License to operate from FDA. Tax clearance. DTI valid until July 15, 2026. Wala rin pong nakatouch na omnibus form statement.
Madam Chair, I move to declare St. Joseph Drug and Medical Supply non-complying due to non-submission of omnibus form statement.
It has been moved and seconded to declare St. Joseph Drug and Medical Supply non-compliant. Are there any objections? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Madam Chair, proceed po tayo sa ating next request for quotation, RFQ 2026-03-025, supply and delivery of water dispenser and center table DPWH SSDEO. Madam Chair, for this contract po, wala rin po tayong na-receive na quotations. Madam Chair, we have finished opening the bids scheduled for today po.
Okay, reminders. Reminders, all submitted documents will undergo bid evaluation. The hope reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract in the situations under Section 70 in the implementing rules and regulations of the Republic Act 12009 for the new Government Procurement Act. For compliance under Section 61 in the implementing rules and regulations of the Republic Act 12009, members of the BAC, staff, and personnel, Secretariat, and DPWH, as well as observers, are prohibited from making or accepting any communication with any bidder regarding the evaluation of the bids until the issuance of the notice of award. However, the BAC, through its Secretariat, may ask the bidder in writing for clarifications of its bid. All responses to requests for clarification shall be in writing. Is there any questions pa po? Since we have no other matters to discuss, this meeting conference